Hey everyone, what's up? Uh, in video 119 I said, ask me questions and I'll answer them. I ended up with 10 pages of questions. I've done the best I can to consolidate them all, multiple people ask me the same questions, so I put them all together. I'm going to try to say everyone's name when I answer the questions, and if I get some pronunciations wrong, you'll have to forgive me. There are some weird spellings of some of these names. So I said I would do video questions first, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to answer first page and a half. It'll take me about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to try to post a video a week with more answers until I get all of them done. So let's get started. Kato asked, what kind of MP3 player do I use? I use a 80 gig video iPod. Don't really listen to it much though. I actually have more movies than music on it. We64 asked, my favorite game in the Grand Theft Auto series, Vice City. How do I do the point of view shots in my videos? Not telling. What games would I recommend for the 360 or the PS3? I guess, in my opinion, there are a lot of great games for both. If you're talking exclusives, with the PS3 you do Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, Killzone 2, or Little Big Planet, Metal Gear Solid 4. Those are all good games. For the 360, it's the same thing, Fable 2, Halo 3. You know what I really liked for the 360, and you may hate it, you may like it. I really enjoyed Earth Defense Force 2017. Has a real arcadey feel and can't keep a constant frame rate to save its life, but it's really a fun game, so I would recommend that. As far as multi-platform titles go, there's too many to name, so I always say just play what you like. CJ asked, did I go to college? Between OSU and OU Lancaster, I did maybe a year. Really didn't get into college, so that's all I ever did. I have considered going back, though. I don't know. Why don't I make videos for my other channel? I don't know. I guess I just pay more attention to this one. Every now and then I still post something there, though. What is my name? Chet Mazzalupo. What got me into games? When I was about 10, my aunt and uncle gave me their 2600, and that was pretty much the start of it. How long do I play games a day? I maybe get an hour a day in. I don't game as much as people tend to think I do. I wish I had more time to, but I don't. But I try to whenever I can. What do I do in my spare time? When I'm not working, I like to play games. I like to cook. I like to write. I like to work out when I get the opportunity. And I like movies. I'm really a big fan of movies. Do I collect movies too? I used to, but I really don't see the sense in having a gigantic movie collection. So really all I have now are my absolute favorites and a few hundred movies. Out of all the types of game that there are, what do I like to play the most? I guess I like action game shooters, action RPGs, puzzle games, survival horror, that kind of stuff. Can I show you a pic of me with hair? If I can find something. I have a video of pictures of me growing up, and a lot of those have hair. If I can find it, I'll post it. Do I sell PC games? No. If I could live anywhere, where would it be? Fiji. What would I do if I went to work and saw a guy sleeping right in front of the door at the store? I would move him one way or another. Do I have a family? Yes, I do, but I don't really talk about my family stuff online, so yes, I do. Radiohead 4596 asks, have I ever done a custom Dreamcast? Yeah, the coolest Dreamcast I ever did was I did a Crow Lunchbox Dreamcast. That turned out pretty cool, and I've done some custom paint jobs on Dreamcasts, but that's about it. Do I have Zombie Revenge or Dynamite Cop for the Dreamcast? Yeah, I have it at home in my personal collection, and I also have it here at the store for sale. Both of them. Atari 2603 asks, would I call myself a video game collector? Yes, absolutely. I love to collect video games. I love video game history, and I love to own video game history, so I do collect. Will I sell items to people on YouTube if they see something they like? Yes, I will. If there's something specific you see in a video and you're curious about it, just send me a message, and I'll tell you how much I'm charging for it and how much it will cost to ship it. Goofer135 asks for the best stealth games on the Xbox and the Xbox 360. He named all the ones he had played, which didn't leave much, but I would say Metal Gear Solid 2 for the Xbox, Thief for the Xbox, Manhunt. On the 360, you can play through Oblivion or Fallout 3 in a stealthy manner. But really, I think the best ones are the Hitman series, and if you've already played those, you know, I don't know what to tell you. QuakeMan224 asks, what do I think of games that are coming out now? I like them. I like all kinds of games. Do I think the industry is pumping games out? Sure, I think they always have, though. If that weren't the case, we wouldn't have had the video game crash of 1983. There's always going to be companies that pump out garbage games. That's just something we're always going to have to live with because, you know, they want to make that quick buck. My opinion on the DSi, I'll wait to get one. I mean, I want one. I think it's a very cool system, but I'm not that excited about it. Not until there's like DSi only software on the shelves. What do I have available for the Cube and 64? Quite a lot. Can I send a list? I don't really have a list format that I can send. Do I get a good turnover and the selection and price? I do get a good turnover on those games, and the price varies. It can be anything. Milk Bottle Boy, can I repair consoles? I can do some repairs, especially on the more vintage consoles, but nothing major. I can replace lasers, and I can replace connectors and power boards and stuff, but I'm not very tech savvy. So where did I learn? I learned from just ripping systems apart. I used to take, you know, like if I had a Dreamcast with a bad laser and a Dreamcast with a bad control port, I would cannibalize them both and make one working system out of them. So that's just from doing that stuff over and over again. That's how I learned. And are there books on it? Yeah, just search on Amazon. You'll find all kinds of books. There's some really good ones that teach you all kinds of different things you can do. Just search Amazon. You'll see. Connie Haas asks, do I think games will ever die out? No, I don't. And has anyone ever walked into the store while I was shooting a video? Yes. That's happened quite a few times. But for the most part, I don't shoot videos while I'm open. I try to shoot them either before or after hours. And the few times that I do shoot them during hours, you don't ever see it because I always, you know, stop the footage and reshoot. But it has happened. I also get a lot of phone calls while I'm doing videos. So, Virtual Skater 57 asks, is there a band I discover I like because a song they did was in a game? Not that I can think of. Although I do like the Guilty Gear soundtrack and the Katamari soundtrack. There's some soundtracks that I've downloaded and I really enjoy, but as far as like mainstream music goes, nothing like that. Do I think it's odd how the Wii's violent games like Mad World and No More Heroes didn't have controversy like Manhunt 2 did? Actually, the National Institute for Media and the Family did have a real problem with Mad World, and they declared the Wii no longer a family-friendly system. I think what happens though is a lot of the family-friendly games that are on the console, kind of, since there's so many of them, they drown out the violent games, and you know, you don't hear as many complaints about them. Animes based off of video games or video games based off of animes that I like. I did enjoy the Devil May Cry anime. I thought that was really cool. And if you haven't had a chance to see it, check out the Sword of the Berserk anime. Really cool. I like that a lot. Giggity Giggity 93, Freakasaur 100, and Cobra Red X all asked, where did I get the name Muzz? And that's the last answer for today. And that is, I think, the most important question anyone asked me. Where did I get the name Muzz? Muzz is an abbreviation of my last name, Muzzalupo. I used to go by Gamer C, and I did that for years, and a few years ago my father passed away, and when that happened I decided to start using the name Muzz. It was a name that he told me that his friends used for him when he was in the Army and when he was younger, and I thought it would be cool to better remember him by using it. So it's really, I think it's cool, and I did it to show respect and remember my father. So, Gamer Muzz, or just Muzz. And that's it for today. I have tons more to answer, so I'll try to do another video next week. Thank you all for watching my videos and supporting my channel, and I will shoot more videos very soon. Thanks for watching.